Welcome back to another episode of Last Z News. Welcome back to Last Z News. Season 1 is coming to a furious close. Technically it's already ended, but we haven't started Season 2 yet, so we're kind of in the nebulous purgatory of the in-between. But yeah, man, a lot of hard work went into the very end of the season. I like that the server came together and managed to come up with a sharing of cities that allowed a lot of smaller clans and alliances to get season end rewards. The big guys didn't have to do that. We didn't have to give up our cities, but we all came together. We've got a top 3 chat, really top 4 chat, where we some of the leaders talk about things, and we were like, listen, the rewards aren't cumulative. We're not going to get anything extra from holding the capital and a city and a city and a city and a city. So it was really complicated. So huge shout out to Encounter, to Dilk, DXM, Raul, Ripe was there. 8 or 10 people, I can't remember everyone's names off the top of my head, but that whole channel that we got into, everyone did a really good job. There was a lot of organization, there's a lot of planning. You got to give this guy this city to let that guy get this city, so this guy can access to this city, so they can get these two, and they get 4th place rewards. All of you get out of these cities. I need these guys to take here, you to take here, you to take here. And that doesn't happen on its own. There has to be a plan. There's got to be an organization to it. These guys did a ton of work in order to help out clans that aren't going to give us any benefit. It only benefits the state as a whole. So fantastic job. As a result of that hard work, KLM took first place rewards for holding the capital, which totally deserved. Cat took 2nd place. I believe BXM and SKJ also took 2nd place. I believe they ended up with level 6 cities at the end. We also got rewards down for KRF, SVT, TVM, URF, HSJ, PXW, TI1, AGT, OMG, U1N, S1L, HN1. A lot of y'all like to put ones for no good reason into your names. And I say that as someone who's in an alliance that has the number 4 instead of the letter A, but I didn't invent this alliance, okay? I've run alliances in other games, and they don't have random numbers in them. That's them, and if it's you, shame on you. That's stupid, and I judge you for it. I see you. But in any case, you're welcome. I hope you have all those yummy rewards. I know I got mine. If you're in the alliance of any of the ones I mentioned and you didn't like what you got, I must remind you that while the alliances got placed rewards, even amongst each alliance, there were then 4 tiers of rewards. So the R5 got a certain level of reward, and then don't let anyone lie to you. All of our R5s then got to choose what all the other alliance members got, because you see, it broke down into the R5 got the top tier, then we had a 2nd tier that was really good, then a 3rd tier that was pretty good, then we had a 4th tier that was all right. So if you didn't like your rewards, complain to your R5. Yeah, tell them, let them know. There's going to be some movement as far as the NAP going into Season 2. We're still looking at the numbers. I believe SKJ is going to fall down to 4th place or 5th place, and then we're going to have whatever you're calling yourself now is going to jump up into 4th place. SVT, S1, VS, well, 22, 38, HUD hike. I don't know what you're calling yourself. You're now going to be up into 4th place, at least I think. There might be some more movement right before the very end. It might get crazy. I don't know. Switching it to a kill count really threw a wrench into it, because I get why they went with it, but it allowed jimmying of the numbers at the last moment. And I'm not saying that's not fair, because everyone had the opportunity to just go crazy and start attacking everyone else, but it doesn't really, in my opinion, and remember, when I say these things, I don't say this as representative Cat, okay? Take me out of the officer pool. This is just me giving my objective opinion, or sorry, subjective opinion, whatever. That I think it allows for more manipulation of the number. So for example, we could go buck wild and attack everyone during the SVT, and if we were willing to sacrifice enough troops, we could skyrocket our kill count. Does that mean that we're bigger or better than the next guy? I don't know. I don't know. The kill count's a weird way to calculate because it also calculates deaths, and I don't think you should get points for losing troops. Again, that's just me. I don't think so. So we'll see what happens. A lot of people have emailed me, private messaged me, whatever, asking about season 2. I don't know. I got one guy who was actually playing a version of this game that's in season 2. I'll be honest with you, I speak a lot of languages. He doesn't speak any of the ones I speak. So I'm having to rely on the game's translation, which, as everyone knows, it's okay, but it's not great. Even simple stuff. Spanish is a very, very logic-based, simple language. And for all my international players who speak Spanish, you know, if you're bilingual, you speak Spanish and English, those translations aren't always correct. And they're sometimes hilariously incorrect. And it gets worse as you get into like Arabic and Chinese and Korean. I'll see stuff and I'm like, well, that's not what that says. That's not what that says at all. It's still good. As far as mobile games go, the instant translation's a cut above some other games. Don't get me wrong. But if you've got international players in your alliance and they're saying some kooky stuff that doesn't make sense, do yourself a favor, copy paste into Google Translate and see if you get a little different answer. Better yet, find someone who speaks it. But you know, if you live in Paducah, Kentucky, you might not have someone who speaks Arabic. You might not have someone who speaks Urdu. You might not have someone, you know, who speaks some of the smaller South Asian languages. You just might not have those guys as neighbors. So you kind of have to rely on the internet. Is what it is. In any case, all that to say, something about Virus Labs, I don't know. I think there's going to be 2 new resources. It's going to be like cactuses and like, I don't know, blood gems or something weird. We'll all figure it out. I'm sure somewhere on the internet, someone's got all this information. And once I find out for sure what it is, I'll be happy to go ahead and give you the version. And I promise I'm going to figure out how to make automatic translations available via YouTube. I do all this off my phone in my spare time. I don't know. I'm not a tech guy. I will figure it out. I apologize for the delay. After my birthday, I was hungover. And I never really got back on my feet. It's because I was sick. I didn't know that. But I've been sick for almost 2 weeks. I'm finally coming out of it. You can tell I don't have my voice back, but I'm getting back. My energy is back. I'm out and about. For those of you all seeing the joke I made about Exodus, I was at a water park. I'm up and about, so I'll be able to figure out the translation stuff. So thank you for bearing with me, and I will bring you information about season 2 when I have it. Until then, stay tuned, hoard your resources, build your troops, and get ready, because I think it's about to be a whole bunch of city wars. What's up, buddy? Hi. Yeah, don't eat me. You're a Rottweiler. I love my dog so much. Y'all have fun. Have a great time. Cheers. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too.